Well, hello, everybody. Much love to you all. Getting ready to head out to work today. It is going to be a hot day. First and foremost, I want to say if you're out in this and you start feeling a little sick, start feeling a little hot, get some shade, uh, get some water in you, and check on the elderly, check on the homeless. If you have an opportunity to do this, check on them because if you remember the end of last year, I was saying that this is going to be one of the hottest years, and there's a lot of record heat that is hitting. As a matter of fact, we've almost broke some records here in Indiana, and some places have broke records. But we're going to continue to talk about some of the things happening in Iran. Also, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern will be a song premiere that will be coming on. But close to midnight, the Iranian nuke. What is this, or what matters now and what doesn't? It wasn't too long ago we brought up that they were saying they were 12 days away. First, the report came out in May that they would have 90% weaponized uranium. Then it was about almost 12 days ago that they said they would have 90%. We're at a point where it's a countdown to they are very, very close to having a nuclear bomb, not just one, multiple ones. Um, Iran is closer to nuclear midnight in being able to obtain nuclear weapons than it has ever been before. Um, it shifted from a singular to a plural weapon. Remember, it wasn't too long ago that the defense minister Gallant had said that Iran had enough enriched uranium to produce 90% weaponized uranium, up to 5 nuclear bombs. Um, we're talking possibly more now. Um, things are really amping up with the things that are going on over here in the Middle East. It says, with those facts out there, we must ask what matters at this point. From pieces of two IAEA leaked reports and information obtained by Jerusalem Post from a source involved in negotiations with Iran, as well as other recent disclosures, and what does not matter. It seems from this report that the agency and the West are going to close or shelve their probe into how and why Islamic Republic produced a small amount of 84% enriched uranium molecules in February. Um, it says that they're so close to 90% weaponized level that it might finally rally the West and possible even Russia and China to act more decisively to freeze and even roll back Tehran's nuclear program. It says, though the probe does not seem to be completely closed, the fact that it is being tabled means the West is still afraid to go into a full confrontation. The Post understands that many Western countries believe that a referral to the UN Security Council to snap back global sanctions would fail. They worry that in current political climate where the East and West are divided over Russia's invasion of Ukraine, that Moscow, Beijing, and others would refuse even a binding vote of the UN Security Council. We know that a lot of these Russia had a talk with Iran not too long ago, not with just Iran, but Syria and Turkey. I don't really feel that they're going to fall into being allies, or not. Excuse me. I don't feel that they're going to fall into saying, "Well, we're going to put sanctions up against them." I really think that they're going to potentially continue to help them to do this because we know that when the Magog and Gog alliance forms in the end of days, that these are the nations that will come together. Now, Iran to increase attacks on U.S. by arming groups in Syria, per a report. Syria has been really big in the news on this channel. Iran may be preparing to increase its attacks on U.S. forces in Syria using powerful armor-piercing roadside bombs. We already know that they were sending fake humanitarian aid when all the earthquakes had happened. They were actually sending weapons to Syria to bomb Israel. Well, now we're talking about them sending weapons to Syria to go against the United States. Um, this is pretty huge. It says that in late February, when 3 bombs were seized by U.S. ally Kurdish fighters in northeastern Syria, this report noted that they've already been trying to attempt this before. So now here they are reaching at it when they're getting close to nuclear midnight. Um, Guys, things are really heating up in the Middle East, and not just that way, but also in a way that is extreme heat. Um, we were seeing record levels of heat, not just in Israel, but per another report I'm going to bring up too. Today, Israel's supposed to reach the peak of this heat today. They had a lot of sandstorms, they had a lot of heavy rain and strong winds. The storms have been really magnified, my friends, throughout the world right now. It's a pretty giant sandstorm that was yesterday on the June 1st that had hit in. They're talking today that they're going to have record high temperatures, extremely high, but also around the same time, Japan had said that they had had the hottest spring since 1898. It says that from March to May, it was a 2.86 degrees Fahrenheit higher than the same 3 month stretch over the last 30 years. It's pretty crazy. The world is heating up, my friends. It is heating up. I also want to bring up a couple things um, with AI. AI is and has been auto generating a lot of false things lately. I think we've all fell victim to perhaps believing some things that have popped up and not, because this is new to us. This doesn't make any of us like false prophets or whatnot. Um, AI has confused a lot of people with how it's really taken over and integrated with the internet. We're seeing that they're producing a lot of false pictures, a lot of false signs, the AI is. So we really have got to be leery when it comes to things on the internet. Well, we always have had to, but with AI as high tech as it is right now, and the things that AI has been doing, I think we're at a moment where we need to stop and think about it and to just observe some of the things that are popping up because AI is definitely making a lot of false pictures. It was a week ago, I do believe they made some picture about the White House or something, and stocks had crashed, and um, it was either the White House or the Pentagon. Either way, the AI generated some picture and it made stock markets crash. AI has been generating pictures of false things that haven't really happened. um, I got on Facebook the other day and like everybody's like, "Oh, LeBron James was wearing a dress." It was really an AI had generated this picture. So we got to be really leery with now that we're starting to realize that AI is doing a lot of what it's doing. This is a moment to really just kind of check the sources and stuff. That's why mainly I put all these links in the description that we can check the sources of where it came from. When I think of one last thing for a close, when I think of um, close to midnight, I think this in an aspect with the Bible, close to midnight. There's a Bible verse that really comes to mind as I'm going to look it up real quick. Um, right here in Matthew 25, verse 6, you can check it out. And at midnight there was a cry made, "Behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him." We're talking about the parable of the 10 virgins. Um, there's been a lot of, I think it was even when the doomsday clock thing, when people are bringing it up, a lot of people are bringing up midnight a lot this year. Um, take it with a grain of salt, pray on it. Either way, Jesus is coming really soon. I know a lot of people be like, "Yeah, this has been preached and prophesied for 2,000 years. People been saying it." But the fact of the matter is we are one day closer than we were yesterday. And if tomorrow hits, we're one day closer than we were today. So keep a prayer life, keep a steady life, keep fellowshipping, keep witnessing Jesus Christ, because we are getting in some very, very predominant times. Much love to you all.